Hey guys, I'm here today on a Saturday to start a new series. I'm here in my blazer, and I'm here to tell you the news about the week of wrestling. So I've got stuff jotted down here in this diary that is which is a year old. So I got loads of stuff written down on it to go through. I got loads of notes. So let's recap the week of wrestling, because this is going to be WWE and All Elite Wrestling based. If there's anything interesting on Impact that comes up on the news, then I'll have a look. I'll go through that, but don't expect anything from it unless you want to see it. But anyway, here goes. So, to kick things off, and the one thing that I found out about that made me want to do this video was the fact that there's apparently going to be not a new, but in pay-per-view happening between the Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber. But it's going to be an international one. So, it's apparently going to happen on the 20th of February, which is odd because it's a Thursday. I think the Crown Jewels was a Thursday as well, though, wasn't it? So I don't know, but yeah. According to WrestleVotes, they tweeted out a post saying that there's apparently going to be an international pay-per-view. There's been no title, no match card, no stipulations, no venue. There's been nothing announced about it other than the fact that it's happening. It hasn't even been announced. It's just, according to WrestleVote's Twitter, there's going to be this pay-per-view going on. Now, if it is, then I reckon it's going to either be in the United Kingdom or they're going to do another Super Showdown sort of thing in Australia. Both are quite possible because WWE haven't been to Australia in a while, and I think their contract is still going. And then the UK mostly because they haven't. I don't think they've done a WWE one since 1999. So yeah, that would be good fun, and hopefully I might be able to go and see it, which would be awesome if it is in the UK. But if it's not, then it probably will be in Australia, because those two places they seem to go to quite a lot, especially on the pay-per-views, and I know they're building up their UK division at the moment, and then they're also pushing Buddy Murphy as well, which could lead into the Australian connection to this pay-per-view. But I don't know. I'm not going to go on too much about it, seeing as how we got other things to recap, like the Royal Rumble, which leads me on to the news about the Royal Rumble. Basically, there's been 11 announced participations at the moment. Some might not be due to injuries, some will. But anyway, these participants are Brock Lesnar, who's obviously coming in at number 1, Roman Reigns, Rey Mysterio, Ricochet, Randy Orton, AJ Styles, Eric Rowan, Drew McIntyre, King Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, and Elias. Elias, I think, being the most recent one over on SmackDown, when he did that song and everything. But for the women's, there's only been 3 announcements, and that is Charlotte, Alexa Bliss, and Nikki Cross. There's, I think, still 27 women to be announced for that. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see why that is. Whether that's because, there's more men on the roster than there are women, and or whether that's just because they haven't gotten around to doing it yet because they've been so in focus on the male Royal Rumble, which is probably more accurate, seeing as how they always seem to do that. But yeah. So not only that, we've also got 3 more announced matches. So we got Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan for the Universal title, Becky Lynch versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship, and then we got Roman Reigns versus King Corbin, who actually are both in the Rumble. So I'm not sure whether they're going to meet in the Royal Rumble. Will be interesting to find out. But I don't know. Leading on to the Royal Rumble. Well, not leading on to the Royal Rumble, but staying on WWE at the moment. Which leads on to the next. Matt Hardy is expected to leave WWE to maybe go over to All Elite Wrestling in a few weeks, so in about 3-4 weeks, which I don't blame him, because at the moment he's just being squashed and everything and putting people over, which is needed, but is definitely not by Matt Hardy being such, like, a long running veteran and such a high place in WWE for that long. One of the best tag teams of all time, and then Matt Hardy is might be ending his career with WWE, putting other people over. I'm sure he's apparently not happy about it, but if that's what they're doing, then he is obviously going to leave. But leading on to AEW. On this Wednesday, there was a very interesting Dark Order segment, which I don't get to say a lot because they're mostly all the same. Just the Dark Order attacking people and then their minions coming out and attacking people, sometimes getting beaten up. But yeah, there's apparently going to be a new leader being speculated about who is it going to be. And 2 names we have for that, leading back to the other point, is Matt Hardy. Because apparently you can hear someone in the background saying wonderful, as Matt Hardy does, with his whole broken persona. No, I'm not going to do the impression as you just heard. But another one is Jim Cornette, mostly because you could see a tennis racket in the background, which he used to use as a weapon, and he used to carry it around. I don't think it's going to be Jim Cornette, mostly because of the negativity there is with him on All Elite Wrestling. He's not very, I don't know whether he's not very pleased about it or whether he just doesn't want it to happen. He hasn't really said many positive things about the company, so I don't think it's going to be Jim Cornette, unless it's all a work, but I don't think it's going to be, because, it's Jim Cornette. However, some good news for AEW. They now remain undefeated for this year by NXT, which was quite a shock, because apparently, well, not really a shock, because NXT dropped in ratings. But yeah, All Elite Wrestling got 967,000 views, which is a 2% drop from last week's show. However, NXT got 721,000 views, which is up by a significant 32% from last week. Well, I don't know why that is, But yeah, AEW have won again, and yeah, congratulations to them. It'll be interesting to find out how long this reign keeps going. So yeah, I'll probably make this into a series. However, to end the video, with SmackDown's viewers being a 2.5 million people. However, that did increase and decrease throughout the show. And a rating of 0.75, which is not very good. Don't know how that's going to affect next week's ratings. Probably quite a bit. But, it's interesting. But anyway, guys, I'm going to have to wrap that up. And that, my friends, is the news. I shall see you guys next week. Or, tomorrow. Anyway, guys, bye.